What's up, everybody? Before I get this video started, I just want to give a big shout out to my cousins Eliana and Gianna. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos, and I hope to see you real soon. If you've been following the channel, you know that I had an iPhone 7 and I picked up a BlackBerry KEYone, and I wanted to see if that BlackBerry could replace my iPhone 7, and certainly enough it did. Very impressed with this phone. I still am very impressed with this phone, but recently I picked up a Galaxy Note 8, and so I put it through its paces. I held on to it for a couple of weeks. I used it as my daily driver, and is it going to replace my KEYone? Stay tuned. There are a lot of things to love about the Galaxy Note 8. First and foremost is the screen. It's beautiful. It is a Super AMOLED screen. It has dual cameras. It has removable storage. It has that ever famous S Pen. It comes with fast charge, and I wirelessly charge this at night. I could go on and on. The list goes on and on and on about how beautiful, how wonderfully beautiful this phone is. And yet somehow, some way, I keep going back to this thing, and you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? What is your major malfunction? What are you smoking? The Note 8 all the way, right? Yes, and no, there are definitely things that stick out on the Note 8 that I'm not crazy about. There are things on here I'm not crazy about, but in the end, I have to weigh the options and see which one works best for me. And so in comparison, I choose the BlackBerry. Before everyone gets in an uproar, just hear me out for a second, okay? There are things that were marketed about this phone. One is the multitask feature, the little feature where you can pair two apps together so that they open side by side simultaneously, creating this multitasking genius that you will be if you have that feature. However, in real everyday use, it's really not big enough to really take advantage of the full multitasking feature. The windows are too small, and so you get a small Excel, or you get a small Sheets, or you get something where you're going to be working and it's tight, and so it's not truly meant for real multitasking. You can do it, don't get me wrong, but it's tough, so it's not practical. The other thing is that while this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous phone, great design, it is slippery as hell. So you can't really put it in your pocket and go, because you're gonna feel at some point you're gonna drop it. And in the end, this thing is just all glass. I had to go out and get a case. I had it for a day or two and then just got really nervous because I did one of these, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop this and I'm gonna break it. So I went out and got a case. This case is by Modal. I can put the link below if you're interested. It's a two-piece case, matte finish. It has protection, very good protection. I put the phone in here, and while it's very well protected, and while it's very well protected, it has a lip, you can put it down, you don't have to worry about hurting it. You can no longer see how beautiful this phone is. Now all you see is a glass slab in the front, which is just like every other phone. There's nothing differentiating this phone now when you have a case on it from every other phone. And so that to me was kind of sad. I have not had to put a case on this. Why? Because it has a rubber back, and that rubber back in the hand, when you're holding this phone, it feels very, very secure. If you look at the height difference, I'll take the case off so you can see the height difference. It's shorter, and so because it's shorter, it feels a little more sure in the hand, and I like that. The other thing is, I went out, because this thing was so bulky, I went out and got a thinner one because I really wanted to take advantage of how slender it is, right? And so I put this thin case on it. This is literally the thinnest case that's out there right now. It doesn't get any thinner than that. So if you have a Note 8 and you love it and you want to put a case on it and you're not one of those clumsy people that drops their phones all the time, this is a good alternative. matte black finish, a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but not that bad. There is a little bit of a lip on the back side, but not that bad. And it protects the phone. It has a little bit of a raise here, so you can put it down on a flat surface, but I would make sure it's a flat surface. Anything else, it's gonna hit the glass. But then I was just scared. I'm gonna drop this. This case doesn't really provide a lot of protection. Walk around with this phone nervous because I don't like to damage my phones. The other thing is I don't really use the S Pen. I know a lot of people do, but everything can be done with the hand. It's just a duplication of what you can do with your fingers, I feel, and so in the end, the S Pen really never came out. I did take pictures, they're beautiful, but guess what? So are the pictures I take with this KEYone. Remember, the KEYone has the same camera sensor that's on the current Google Pixel. It doesn't have the same software. So all you photography enthusiasts, it doesn't have the same software that Google has. And so yes, I understand the processing of the pictures is different and you get much better pictures on the Google Pixel, but guess what? I get some pretty spectacular pictures with this KEYone. It's no longer the utilitarian businessman's phone. This is an Android now. Every app that you can imagine can be had on this BlackBerry now. It is running 7.1.1 Nougat, and you get everything you need on this phone. It fits in the pocket better, it fits in my hand better, it has a little more heft, it feels solid. The design, while it's not as beautiful as this, it is still a beautiful design. The silver frets, the chamfered ring around the camera, the front firing speaker here and here, whereas this has only a bottom firing speaker. I don't understand. For almost $1,000, I feel like Samsung could have put another speaker up top so you had dual speakers, but no, they didn't. They chose not to. And so here you have dual speakers. The sound is awesome. When I'm having conference calls, it is loud, it's clear, and it has a smaller screen, yes, but does it bother me? No, because I have a big iPad where I consume all of my media. So this for me is a phone. And so if you don't have an iPad and you're consuming all of your media on your cell phone, then you know what? The Note 8 is it's an excellent option. One of the best you can buy right now. If consuming media on your phone is not so critical, this is just not a bad option. The other thing I love about this phone is that every key on this keyboard can be configured as a shortcut. And so I have Y for YouTube and F for Facebook and I for Instagram, and I can get into all of these without needing any icons clogging up my front screen. And so I can enjoy the wallpaper that I put on here without clogging it up. This button here is a convenience key, and I can quick open the camera with it. That's what I have it assigned to. Whereas this convenience key is not really a convenience key, it's a Bixby button. Bixby has come a long way. Don't give it a bad rep. I understand, and maybe one day it'll get better and better and better. But right now I'm still using Google Assistant because that, my friends, is what is awesome. And so I don't know what to do with this. The only time I press this Bixby button, to be honest, is when I'm reaching for the volume rocker and oops, Bixby opens up. These are the things that, you know, drove me crazy about having this. Also, for some reason, the Instagram app kept crashing on me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my phone. Maybe it's just something with Instagram. I haven't had an issue with this yet. Now, when I say I haven't had an issue, if you've been watching the videos, you know the original BlackBerry, I had the screen popped off, which was happening to a lot of people. This replacement phone that they sent me, the screen looks like it's on there with cement. I don't think this thing's gonna come off. That's where I'm at. So if I have to choose right now between the two phones, I'm gonna go with the winner here, the BlackBerry KEYone with this incredible keyboard, black and silver. It has a lot of character to it. I get a lot of questions about it. Is that a BlackBerry? Is that the new one? I love it. I'm gonna keep using it. Now, all that aside, Here's what I'm gonna say. This week, Google had their big event, and they announced the Google Pixel 2 and the Google Pixel XL 2. I ordered the Google Pixel XL 2, and so what I'm going to do is I really wanna see if when that phone comes, if it will make me put down this BlackBerry KEYone. The only way to find out is to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you know as soon as I post that video. I'll put it through its paces, I'll use it for a couple of weeks, and then I'll come back and let you know what's going on with that phone and which one will reign supreme. Until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you all at the next episode.